What up, y'all? I am back. Now go follow me at Jess_MasterBarber. You feel me? Go follow me. I'm be doing a skin fade beard lineup tutorial today. This ain't for me. This for you. You feel me? So if you learn anything, make sure you hop out that chair that you in, go grab somebody outside, you put them in that chair, and you apply this. Now I'm gonna be starting with my number 3 against the grain. Now the reason I'm using my number 3 against the grain is because I want to just remove all excess hair right here, right now. We're gonna cut it short right now. Feel me? And I like seeing my fade as I cut, so I want to remove all the hair. Right now I'm using my no guard clothes. Now these babblers, these aren't zero gap, so I'm getting it as close as I possibly can. You don't technically have to have your line straight, because once that fade come out, you know, it's going to start popping. But, you know, for beginners, make sure your first line is a straight line around the head. Now I'm going to go over it with my trimmers. Like I said, my clippers were in zero gap, so this is taking it closer than a no guard close. Now make sure you get all the hair off before moving to the next step. You know, I see a lot of people jumping steps. Like, trust the process. You know, there's no need to rush it. Now I'm using my 2 guard open to remove bulk. Now this not necessarily because I'm fading up. This isn't going to remove all bulk because I'm going to create more bulk, but I just want to be able to get what I can get out now. That way I don't have to spend too much time later on taking it out. Now I'm using my 1.5 guard open. Now you can start seeing the fade. You can start seeing the blend. It's coming from, you know, dark, mid, and it's going to go to light. So that's how you kind of want your fade. You kind of want it as like a contrast. You want it from light, mid, dark. Now I'm using my number 1 guard and I'm creating my first line. Now as you can see, I'm not genuinely pushing the clipper in this head. Feel me? With straight hair, you just have to let the clipper and the blade glide with it. You don't have to dig. Now I'm using my no guard open to take out that first line. As you can see, I need to do some debulking again. So now I'm using my half guard, my fabulous half guard, to debulk. Now in my previous videos, I used my fabulous half guard to debulk, and I used my half guard walls to take out the line. See, not that much work that I need to do, you know, just a little wrist action. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, man. You looking gravy already, boy. You looking gravy. Turkey gravy, not beef gravy. Now I'm using my no guard close. Like I said, my clippers aren't zero gap, so it's not going to take out the line. It's just going to get as close to the line as it possibly can. And I'm going to go over with my trimmers to basically take out that line. Whatever you start your line with, that's basically what you're going to end your line. That's what you're going to take your line out with. Like I said, I'm going to use my trimmers. Now these aren't zero gap. I'm using my trimmers to take out the line. I'm not putting my whole blade on his head, just the corners. if I did, that would create another line. So I'm just gently touching, the hair at the bottom to remove the line. As you can see, it's taking out the line. Now, the only reason I switched my clipper, I'm using my magic clips. The blade is a lot different from my babblers, so I just wanted to tweak the haircut a little bit more. Give it some umph. That yeah. Oh yeah, my magic clips actually have a ceramic blade on it, so they stay a lot cooler. Now I'm be trimming the beard. I usually start from the bottom line to the top. I start from the bottom because I want to be able to create that C, that sharp C in the beard. When I start from the top to the bottom, it generally gives it that straight, that straight down effect in the beard. I don't like that look. I like the bend, so I start from the bottom to the top. As you can see, that beard is coming out looking good. It's looking spiffy, you feel me? I always try to put, so much emphasis on, the hairline itself. You feel me? I put my work in my face, but, with that shape up, it gives that pop effect. It gives it like, damn. And most people ain't really looking at their face. They looking at their shape up, you feel me? Like, if your shape up on point, you can't tell nobody nothing. Now, the haircut could be messed up. But as long as that shape up sharp, man. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use my razor to sharpen it up. Make sure you pull the skin while you're using the razor, and you always use your razor. You always pull away from the blade. You never want to point the razor. You never want to point the razor to your thumb or your finger or however you stretch the skin. Now we're gonna work on the other side. Like I said, my man didn't really have a messed up hairline to begin with. He really had a good hairline to work with, so I really didn't have to put too much work into his hairline. I just kind of gently, lightly touched it with the trimmers, and with the razor, I just wanted to sharpen that, give my man an extra couple days, to look good. With straight hair, sometimes that thing goes back within like 2-3 days. So with the razor, you can give your client an extra 4 days on looking sharp, 4 or 5 days on looking sharp. Same thing on the other side. I start from the bottom, work my way up. I start with it flat, and then I tweak it, and I just use my corners to create that C. Now we're going to use the razor, tighten that thing up. Now you always want to give your client, you always want to make your client feel, special, feel extra. I've been cutting my man hair for maybe 4 years now. You feel me? And he's been a loyal client. You want to give your client something that they can't get somewhere else, or not even if somebody offered the same thing I offered. He can't get that personality. He can't get that, that extra umph, or that extra conversation, or just having that vibe that you have with your barber is that's the best feeling. I wanted to go back and tweak that just a little bit. Like I said, your haircut is your canvas, bro. Like, when a person comes sit in your chair, you sending them out in the world, and for the world to see your work. You feel me? So you always want to do your best job on each and every client. Hit that hairline one more time. Be saucy. Now, the reason I use powder on straight hair is because straight hair sticks. I don't know if any cut straight hair before, but it sticks. It sticks to your clothes. It sticks to your skin. You can't really see the fade or any work that you've done unless you hit it with powder, because powder is going to remove all that excess hair that's still sticking around that you need to you have to improve, or you have to get. Now my man out here looking good. He looking good. Make sure y'all go follow me. Don't forget Instagram, Jess _MasterBarber. I'll let y'all later.